Good morning, everyone. This is day 2 of our hotel stay. It is 6:53 in the morning here. I just wanted to do an update. I've been doing everything on my Facebook page, so this is my video vlog of excuse me, of our journey. So for those of you who don't know or just tuning in or following, just this is your first time watching, me and my kids were thrown out through a civil lawsuit. It was an eviction per se. Grandma evil. My hush. Don't. So so now we're living out of a hotel. We're basically homeless. And well, we are homeless, and we just settled into a hotel that I have to pay for weekly, and we have a lot to do to kind of consolidate and organize everything because we kind of just threw everything in here. But the kids are fine. As you can see, I look like a wild mad woman. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to do anything with myself. Like the last 3 or 4 days at the house we were at had no power. So we thugged it out with some high-powered flashlights from a friend. Thank you for that, because we wouldn't have been able to stay there without that light. Because the candles were just, fire hazard. I wouldn't have got any rest, which I barely got any anyway, because the house was so quiet. Like you can hear, like if a cat walked across the yard, it's like you can hear him like wading through the blades of grass. Like it was really, really, really quiet, like an eerie quiet. And the house made all kind of noises, and it was just like, I don't know. Me and my son were like up in shifts. Like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? And but anyway, we got through it. So I'm sure we'll laugh about it looking back in a little while. So the whole first hotel that we were going to would have had a full breakfast. And like right now, I'll be downstairs getting food for the kids, bringing it back up here and storing it. So when they wake up, they'll have something to eat. I pop it in the microwave, and that's that. I will get them some apples and oranges, so they would have a healthy snack and throughout healthy snacks throughout the day and stuff. But we don't have that. The hotel that I made a reservation at, they wanted to increase the amount when we got there, like $100 more, and I was like, you know what, I can't afford that. I can't even afford this. But this was like $120 cheaper than the original amount at the hotel that I had with the full breakfast and all of that, which I got to talk to the manager. They're going to have to come down more because there's roaches here, which I ain't above living with a roach or nothing, but this is too much money to have to constantly guard your stuff. I got to go to Walmart and get things. You got to clean your own room. So I just think that the manager will be open to will be willing to open back up negotiations for the pricing. So hopefully, this situation will take us away from Crestview, far away from Crestview. I'm open to any suggestions that anybody may have. Any tips about how I can make this stay in this situation easier for me and my kids. So today is all about getting ourselves presentable. I got to get to braid my girl's hair. Luckily, I do hair. I know it don't look like it, but next time you see us, we would have fully transformed. We will not look like what we are going through. So luckily I do hair. I do have some cheap like braiding hair whenever I'm tight on money and stuff. Like I'll get the really, really cheap hair and just do braids, and I do it myself. And I think I'm still pretty good. I think I still got it. But so we will be rocking us some braids, because that's the thing to do when you're tight on a budget. Let's take a tour of the room. So over here, we basically spent the evening. I went to the emergency room, but I'll get to that. I just want to show you the room. But we spent the evening trying to go through some of these clothes and organize them. So we still have this bin to go through. So there's this one. It's full of clothes. This is mostly my son's stuff, and some of my girl stuff is in here. These are some books and stuff we gotta organize and put away. Some shoes under there. This is all garbage. This will be like the study creative arts kind of area. This little table, you can't even tell it's a table. Let me go over here because there's so much stuff. So that table right there, I'm going to organize. It'll be clear on the top. And we have books, lots of Bible stories and Bible books for the kids because we are a family that reads. And I love to read and I love to read, and get animated with my kids. These books we do together, that lots and lots of fun. This highlights Puzzle Mania books. Lots and lots of fun. The kids love them, and I like it. They're entertaining to me. I catch myself looking at them when the kids are asleep and I can't sleep. So, so that'll get organized. The jump rope, guys. I'm gonna try to lose weight. So this bag is going back into storage. These are all the clothes that we separated last night. The summer clothes that we don't need. I'm sure there are more. This is the refrigerator area. As you can see, nothing's in it. This is the microwave. Our little microwave, our humble little microwave. And we have a 2-drawer storage here. Ryan, can you turn that down? Okay, here's our TV. My computer will probably, I have to go to storage and get my computer because the other place had like a business thing, center place, and we were going to use that. But since we're not there, I gotta get my computer so I can have a way to write. So this will be, I'm not sure if I'll just use this to store food or what. But I'm getting ready to do a blowout kit of my son's hair, and because it's so kinky and tight, girl, and he is super tender-headed. So this is a table. Not sure. I guess I'll store like dry goods and food in here. We'll keep our shoes up under here. Neat. They're supposed to be neat. So we'll keep our shoes under this table. This is our underclothes bag. This is a bag for emergency purposes. So I normally, like at home, I keep them like a few changes of clothes for my kids and stuff in there. My son's hoverboard. I think he needs to go over here by the door. So let's move this over here by the door. Sorry, y'all. There we go. So that will be home right there. And I'm going to get some tiered Rubbermaid carts in here. So this is the bin that we already went through. And it's going to be me and the girls when I get it right. So some of my son's stuff is on top here. This is the coat rack. The stuff where we'll hang things. This has an overhead storage. This is the girls' hair box. This is our jewelry and stuff in here. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. These are medicines. This is our medicine box or whatever. Medicine, Q-tips, alcohol pads, all that kind of stuff. Band-aids, all that kind of stuff is up there. Out of the reach of the kids because they will mess up everything, waste lotion, waste everything, trying to play doctor and stuff. They don't mess with any medicines though, so that's good. So this is the sink area. I've got it organized as best I can. So I still wash their hair with baby shampoo so they can wash it themselves, and I don't always have to do it with them. I don't have to worry about. So there's my toothbrush, there's theirs, our perfumes, the girls' earrings. They like to change their earrings sometimes. So these little things are fun. Came from Walmart. We've had them a while. Hair care products, my son's cologne, dish detergents, the little bit I had left at the house, from the house, my flat iron, which I won't be needing for a while because I'm about to braid my hair. And that's this area. And then here we got our own soft tissue, quilted Charmin. And this is our, oh, it's leftover from a bulk pack at the house. This is a breathing machine. This is our soap. Got to use dial, antibacterial. The kids, they always got some kind of eruption on their skin. Hopefully you can't see me in the mirror. This is the bathroom. It's where I normally see the roaches coming from. But it's okay. I mean, it's my son's underwear. He gonna kill me if he see him in this video. But anyway, they got wet. So, like, he took a shower with the curtain outside, and I was like so mad at him. I had to apologize. But this is our shower, and that's what it looks like behind the door. So it's a really small bathroom, but it will meet our needs. Most definitely. So here is what it looks like outside. This is the bed. Excuse me for all the clutter. I actually went to sleep with all of this stuff on the bed because I spent most of the day in the emergency room because I was just so exhausted and I had overextended myself, and I really pushed myself to the limit trying to get all of this done. And I also, some of y'all may not know this, but I drink a lot of alcohol. And so I'm dealing with that, trying to get treatment for that. Hopefully this new treatment plan they have me on can kind of curb some of that drinking. Because if you know me, really know me, you know that I have a severe, very severe panic disorder. It comes on without warning. Most of the time, I average about, from the time I wake up to like an hour after I wake up, the anxiety starts. Usually if you see me doing like this, I don't know why I do it, but that means something in my chest doesn't feel right. My chest is tightening up. I'm having palpitations or whatever. Something's going on in here. And that's usually at the beginning of when the anxiety is high just before I have a panic attack. So when you see me doing this, that's usually what it means if you see me doing that. But the best decision I ever made was being honest about my struggle with it. I wished I would have been more verbal before. I was to my family, and that's kind of where things really got bad. I mean, in my culture, the African American, you're either crazy or you're not. And in my family, I'm crazy. So everybody call me crazy. I've lost a lot behind this disorder. I average about 3 trips a week. See, there's a friend. There's a visitor on the wall. See? See? And it's pregnant, I think. It looks pregnant. See? That's what I mean. But guess what? I ain't gonna complain. I ain't even trying to switch hotels. I'm just gonna kill it and hope I get a ride to Walmart. But as long as I don't find one in the bed, like that would be scary. So anyway, I average about 3 trips a week to the emergency room, which they hate me. They hate seeing me. A lot of them treat me really bad. It's just a stigma and a marginalization that nothing's wrong. So now I can go to the emergency room for anything, and it's always, well, anxiety causes that too. Anxiety causes that too. There's no doubt in my mind I probably got some chronic health issues because they run in my family, and I'm just at that age now. But they never explore, even my primary care, they never really look into chronic issues or evaluating me for stuff, that could be the underlying cause of my anxiety. It's something's causing it, whether it's stress or a medical condition, because there's 2 types of anxiety. A lot of people don't know this, but there's 2 types. There's first of all, anxiety is your body's
reacting to fear, I'm guessing.
It could be a reaction to fear, your fight or flight, that kind of thing, or it could be, or a stress reaction, or which is all psychological, or it could be the manifestation of the progression of a physical ailment, like a chronic issue, whether it's diabetes or liver disease, lupus, any thyroid issues, cardiac problems, which I've had a very, very thorough workup as far as with a cardiologist, and there's nothing wrong with my heart, at least. That's good. That doesn't mean that it could be a secondary event, related to whatever is causing my anxiety, because untreated anxiety has a strong correlation with cardiac events and stuff like that, and I don't want to go into anything like that. So it's like a race against time to get it under control, because I've been dealing with it for like 10 years at least. My son is 10, and it really got bad. I think I had a few attacks. I'm sure I had it before then, but it was like within normal limits, and it kind of morphed into overdrive after I had my son. He had a birth injury, and I didn't have any help. I didn't know a lot. It's my first child, and it was horrible. It was just absolutely a horrible situation. I didn't know if his condition was going to be permanent. It was kind of I grieved the possibility of that, and so I had to call in my pastor at the time. Thank God for them, and they actually came to the hospital, and I actually left the room. I left the room, and they stayed in there with my son, and they prayed over him, and they told me not to look back, and I never did. And my son is fine. I mean, he has some cosmetic issues, but to the untrained eye, nobody really knows or asks or anything. So I lost a lot of sleep, though, a lot of studying, a lot of research, finding out, what happened to him, what were my options, medically and judicially. I've explored that option, which he had a really good case. It just wasn't cost effective. Like the money he would have got wouldn't have paid the legal side of it. So no lawyer was willing to kind of take that on, which I understand. But I mean, I reported it to the health board. I mean, I don't know what else you could do, but I mean, his doctor was a great doctor. She just missed really critical flags that kind of could have prevented what happened to my son from happening. And that's the only thing. Other than that, she was a great doctor. Like, I really, really, she saw that my son was like she asked to be my doctor. She was on call the night that I found out I was pregnant with him. And I literally had to lay flat on my back to save him. Initially, they couldn't find a pregnancy, but then they found it, and it was abnormal. And I had to lay on my back for like 4 days to see if it would be a viable pregnancy. And then it worked itself out. And she said she's never seen it. She told me initially going in, it was like less than a 1% chance that the baby would make it. And so, I could opt to stay on my back and all of that. So I chose my twin sister, who can't have kids, or haven't had kids yet, I'll say. I won't speak that on her. She told me to get a second opinion, and I did. And he's here because I got a second opinion, and I chose to wait it out. And she asked, but things happen. It's in the past. We don't worry about it. But that's when my anxiety started. So that's challenging. So yesterday I spent all day fighting like very, very major panic attacks from just the exertion, lack of sleep, the stress of it all, and drinking heavily from the time I got the judgment. Drinking, no water, no food, barely. And I just started swelling, and it's just the pressure on my body made it uncomfortable to lay down. So I didn't get a lot of rest the night we checked in, and yesterday I was like feeling so horrible. But now I feel better. I got rest, and I'm ready to tackle today. So day 2 is going to be a day of transformation, a day so that we can get presentable and present ourselves as we're not what we're going through, and we're ready to chase that worm. Well, at least I am. So tomorrow when my kids go to school, I'm going to make every minute count. It won't be a wasted minute between 8 and 5 where I'm not chasing down resources and speaking out, talking to people, working on some things that could possibly sustain us. So I'm going to break down my day into sections of where I got like a lot of stuff going on. So I got to organize that, and a lot of options, a lot of ideas and creative works that I've already had in the making. So I plan on getting those done and getting those in the final stages so that I can start building a legacy out of this. I changed my Facebook name to Phoenix. I did misspell Phoenix. It's Pheonix, but it's spelled Phoenix. So on Facebook, I am Phoenix Fury, Fury Ashes, Ashes, and I chose that because from the ashes of this, we will rise. I will rise from this, and I will take no prisoners as far as what I feel like the devil has taken away from me. I want it all back. And so when I rise up and take back what is mine, I will be triumphant. I will be virtuous. I will be a conqueror, and I already am, but I will definitely walk in it. So this didn't ruin us. If anything, it lit a fire in me, and that's what the Phoenix Fury Ashes. Out of the ashes came a bird that was more powerful, more stronger, better in so many ways. Determined. That fire is that determination in me that we will make it. We will be okay. We are okay. And I believe that. I know that, and that's why I'm adopting that persona as my whole mood, I guess you could say. So that's where I'm at. So next time you see me, we will all be transformed. The girls will be all braided up. I'll be braided up. And follow me on my Facebook page, Phoenix Fury Ashes, and also hit the subscribe button and like my video. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.